sweater kind of day.
I had my jacket on. Of course, my girls went to school with shorts on today.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Still too cold in the morning for that business.
Oh,
Today
no.
is supposed to be really nice, though.
It's supposed to be nice.
It's
Supposed to be nice. So as we're in the drop-off line, Nora's like, oh, they have shorts on. Oh, they have shorts on. She's like, oh, good. I'm not going to be the only one with shorts on.
No, kids wear shorts early. It's us adults that have a hard time shedding the clothes.
Oh, is it warm enough? No, not yet. I'm not ready.
I really don't shed my clothes much.
I'm not ready for it.
No, it's always hard.
I used to be that person that would sunbathing.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
me too.
I was a brown girl.
Oh,
people thought I was full Native American.
Nope.
Like, no.
Nope. Me and my alabaster skin, we hide from the sun. I've always hidden from the sun.
Well, I'm part Indian and part Italian, so I brown up.
Oh, yeah,
that's nice.
Yeah.
No. I've got the pasty white skin too.
I go from white to lobster.
Yeah.
I blame
2.5.
I blame my father and his red hair on that. So
Your dad has red hair?
he did have red hair. It's all white now, but he did
okay.
have red, curly, like we're talking like the curly,
Like my curly?
Yes, like your curly, but bright red. Yes.
Mine is a fake curl.
Was he like that orange guy, curly top guy that used to smash all the water
Oh,
and stuff?
yeah.
Oh, Gallagher?
Yeah.
Or Gallagher or Carrot Top.
And there's Carrot Top too. Yeah.
There's two of them.
Yeah, there's two of them. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, there's old pictures of my dad, and he's got like he's got his trucker hat on, and his hair is just poofing out from behind. Like, oh, yep.
So today is the 22nd of May.
Yes.
Did you guys miss me?
Ladies.
Did you miss me?
It was quiet here.
It was quiet without you.
Yes.
What? Oh, what does that mean?
Well, you ever notice that when someone's gone from your house and there's a voice missing?
Yeah.
That's what it's like.
Yeah.
It's like there's a voice.
There's somebody missing here today.
And Rick was going fishing.
And
He let no grass grow under his feet.
No.
I was like, where you go, Rick?
we'll go fishing.
I was like, should you be going fishing? And he was like, yeah. Right out the door he goes.
He was gone.
And then the next day, it's like, Rick, where are you going? Golfing. I was like, Rick, should you be going golfing?
I'm going
every day with a coffee and
he's like, I'm going
out the door.
He'd be, we was like, oh, hi, Rick. And then look and then go, oh, yep, he left again.
Well, he is the 70-year-old now.
I know, he is.
I suppose he can play hooky.
He can play hooky every once in a while. He can play hooky. It's okay.
I just laughed. I was like, oh, right.
It was funny.
So now that I'm back, what do we have going on this week?
Today we've got, of course, Gabbing with the Gals. Tomorrow you have ruler work.
Oh, yeah, I better get ready for that.
The second session for block 1.
Yeah, and we have another large class.
Yes.
So today I have to send out an email to everybody to come early if they haven't marked their fabric. We will have fabric for them, but if you have 22 inches, you can mark it, but if you don't have the pattern, you won't be able to.
You won't know what you're doing yet.
Yeah. So come early if you need to do that. And I would imagine everybody in this class needs to, because a lot of them are coming from an hour or two away.
Out of town. Yep.
Yep.
Come in early, set up your machine, mark your fabric.
Yep. And I'll probably end up putting a couple people on the sit-down long arms too.
Nice.
And speaking of which, Bernina Long Arm Month is on.
Still going on.
Yep, and we sold a Q16 on the adjustable table. That's a terrific price.
Yes.
And it's $5,999, and that used to be over $10,000 when I started. So some prices have gone up. That one is on sale this month at a great discount.
Deal. Yes.
Yeah, so we've got that. And software inspirations.
I am ready.
Great,
This
Connie.
was a great lesson.
Yeah.
It was all on fills.
Oh,
And
nice.
what is software inspiration for those that might be tuning in that haven't heard of it?
Those who have version 9 software for your Bernina,
Embroidery
8,
software.
I think 8 would be, it would be for them too if they had 8.
Well, it's a V9.
Yeah.
It's an embroidery software.
It's an embroidery software, and each month there's a different lesson. They are more advanced, so I think you have to have some awareness of what it is.
Yeah, you need to do the beginning mastery classes.
Because sometimes it's a struggle.
Yeah.
But I'm getting it. It's clicking in my head now.
Yay!
Where they're telling me to go, and so I was really comfortable with this month.
Yeah.
I'm like, I walked right through it.
Good.
So
perfect.
Great.
And then we have a Bernina and Burnett mastery class on Thursday at 10:30 in the morning. And then in the afternoon, we have a sold out All About Me Day.
Sold out +1.
Oh, really?
I got 7. I let someone else in.
Ooh,
oh boy.
Okay. Well, we'll move things around a little bit.
Full week this week.
Yeah.
Yes, it's going to be very busy at the shop with classes.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess so. And then we have the weekend, and then it's Memorial Day. And we will not be having Gabbing with the gals on Memorial Day, the 29th.
We'll be home sleeping in. I will be.
I'm sure I'll be awake. Who knows? Maybe I'll show you what I'm up to.
I
I started a fire last night in the backyard.
Did you take a picture? I thought I saw a picture.
Yes,
I did
saw
take a
it.
picture. I thought, I hope this is not the before when I catch the forest on fire.
Oh,
It was a little
boy.
scary
It's windy.
because guess where Rick was? Golfing.
Of course he was golfing.
He was
He was golfing.
He's getting it in. He's got 2 new knees and he's going to use them.
And then the other thing I want to remind people about is Sylvain. Sylvain
yes.
Bergeron. I saw him last week. He's very excited to spend 5 days up in the UP that first week of October. So you can sign up. The first 3 days are Bernina Boot Camp. It's for anybody that has a Bernina. And the last 2 days are embroidery software, of which he is truly a master. So I'm excited for that.
I'm excited. So.
Yes.
Yeah, everybody is that has signed up. But I'm sure there's a few seats left.
Yes.
I haven't looked yet. But
So
I know
if you've been thinking about it,
grab your seat because I'm sure it will sell out as
Yep.
it did last year.
Yeah.
So speaking of software, are you curious as to what I did last week?
I think we all are.
So I was taking an advanced custom quilting class.
Nice.
And with our Bernina on the Pro Frame, which are on sale this month also, you get software when you buy the Q-matic. There is Q-matic software, and there's also Art and Stitch software. And Art and Stitch, quite honestly, I haven't been working with it. I do a lot of free motion, and I know how to do the edge to edge very well on the Q-matic. But the Art and Stitch is a way to get even more. So you get like 2 software programs that are user-friendly, really.
I've just opened it up and played around with it, and it's very intuitive.
It is. And I would say I had an easier time than I thought. And I think it's because we have been spending all kinds of time with embroidery software. There are similarities. Lots of similarities.
Yeah.
So what I did is, well, first of all, it was a 4-day class. We spent 2 solid days, maybe 2.5 solid days of working on our computer. And here is our 3D. I got 3 out of the 4 blocks done. And so what we did is we created this fill, the brick fill. by snapping to point. And we broke it apart into 2 pieces and placed it. And we first outlined the pyramid with markers from Q-Matic. Next, well, actually, I think I did this one first when we stitched it out. And that is a cone. And again, we used a fill. We were bending things to set the curve how we wanted it, using markers to stitch precisely around that cone.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
And then this one is going to be really cool when I get it done. I have it partially done on my computer, and then I have to save it and bring it over. And then this too was another lesson. So each one was a lesson in of itself. And there's a Zentangle that we created for the front. And then we put some parallel lines that gave it some perspective, and then brought them down and connected and did all kinds of cool things. And then we have a flower here that we didn't get to, but basically we're going to use markers to go around the flower and do all of the lines on it. And then we'll use Art and Stitch to create an edge to edge where we're masking the flower and getting it to sew. So the interesting thing with that is when we have, and it's like a double wave that are maybe a 1/4 inch apart or maybe even an 1/8 inch apart, and then a bigger space.
Oh boy.
So it was pretty, but when you get to this point, the program wants to finish this, and if this is masked out, it's going to travel all the way around here, and then you're going to get a heavy line of stitching.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a way to prevent that from happening, and that was another feature. I don't remember what it was called.
There's way too many things to remember when you're in
Oh,
the
yes.
process.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
very difficult, I think.
Yeah, but I know there is a way, and that's the important thing, is at least I have a little bit of a clue now in going forward. So it was my first exposure to all of that. And she had hers all completed, and then you drop in a fill in the background of this part, and she had hers completed, and it was really, really cool. That's something that I would not be able to free motion just because of it being so exact.
Yeah.
So it's fun to be able to use the computer. The computer allows you to make creations that you would have never dreamed of making before. And free motion is an organic look, whereas this is a more precision look.
Yeah.
And so they're just 2 different ways of quilting.
Quilting, yeah.
So
Many different ways to play.
Yes.
many different ways to
That's
play.
for sure.
And we're here to learn it all. Best
Right.
We
can.
try. Attempt to learn it all. There we go.
Now, before you get into your
Yes.
demo, Jess has a demo today. We'll talk about the quilt behind us. This is a baby quilt. It's a very nice size. It's 42 inches by 60 inches. And it's featuring a Woodlands animal print.
I just love those guys. They're
Yeah,
so cute.
They're so cute. And we have a Moda background and the color weave in teal to pick up the teal color. And that's just a 3-yard quilt. It's an easy quilt to make.
It is in.
And it is in this book, Quick as a Wink. And
There in
this,
the background.
Donna Robertson is going to be at Bernina University.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
And I know I signed up for her class, but then I think I had to change things. So
I know. I had to change something, so I have to look at my schedule
I
again.
have to look at my schedule because there are 4 classes that we have to, between the 2 of us, have to have in order to receive excellence points. So, all right.
All right.
So what are you working on today?
So
Miss
today
Jess?
I am going to show you a fabulous way to do half square triangles where once you're all done sewing and cutting, you're done. You don't have to trim. You don't have to do anything.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
It's wonderful.
Look at that.
They are called triangles on a roll. So if you need to make a lot of one size triangle, the nice thing, because we have them from 1.5-inch finished all the way up to 6-inch finished. So you have to think of, so this would be like 6.5 inches unfinished before you sew it in.
4.5,
4,
3.5, 3, 2.5,
2, and
and
1.5. 1.5. So what it is on each roll, and each roll it'll tell you how many half square triangles you can make. And these rolls can make lots and lots of triangles. So
this one is
that
makes 1,050.
That's a lot of half square triangles. So you
1,050.
So you can use this for multiple projects. So what I like about this is it tells me right here, I cut my fabrics 8.5 inches wide by however long I need. So I can decide, well, I just need to make 8 half square triangles, or I need to make 16 half square triangles.
Which would be two.
Which would be 2 of those. Or I can just keep making a whole long roll. So it's 8.5 inches wide by however much for the 3-inch finished triangles. And it's the same, and like this is the 1.5 inches, so this one tells you to cut your fabric 10.25 inches wide by however much you need.
And this one would make, so 2 sets.
2 sets.
4, right?
Yeah, so you'd have each of these right here. Here's a set of 4. Here's another set of 4. So one column here will make 8 triangles, right? Well, 16 triangles.
Right off the bat.
Right off the bat. You're done.
Sweet.
So any of those quilt patterns that call for, you need to make however, 50 half square triangles, these will make it go by a lot faster. So, since I'm going to just make 8 triangles, I just cut 2 8.5-inch squares, and I'm going to put them right sides together. And then I place my paper right on top. And this is one of the times where I will actually use pins. And I'm going to pin, and this paper is a very thin, lightweight paper. I'm just going to pin my paper on all the way around. And then we take it over to our sewing machine, and we're just going to stitch on the dotted line in the direction the arrows are pointing. So for this one, we're going to go this way, and we're just going to come all the way around. Then you go back in the opposite direction. It'll help so you don't have shifting, it's not pulling. So let's go over to the sewing machine real quick, and we'll stitch a little bit. I've got
70
set up.
It has dual feed.
I have my 97D foot on just so I can see where I'm going. I have it on stitch 1303, and I've turned my stitch length down to 1.5 because I'm going to be pulling this paper off.
So why did you choose stitch 1303, Jess?
This is the quilting, the piecing stitch, and I like this stitch the best. It is balanced for piecing 2 pieces of cotton fabric together perfectly. And I just turn my stitch length down if I'm paper piecing or if I'm doing small pieces. It's just my favorite. Okay. So I'm going to now I'm going to start sewing down this dotted line right here. And when I get off this paper, I will usually just, if I have my machine at home, I just kick my knee lift. I'm just going to stitch down off the paper until I get to my next seam that I need to do. Just like that. And I'd continue that all the way around for all of those dotted lines. And here's one that I have already done. So I've stitched down, and you can see I turned my stitch length down. I stitched all the way around and then came in the inside and stitched going in the opposite direction. Now for this, now to trim, I'm going to trim on all of the solid black lines. So first I like to do my outer edges. And I'm just using my Quilter Select so it doesn't move on me.
Dorothy, we were using the Bernina B770 Quilters Edition.
So now I have those all trimmed off once I get this last little piece here. And that's why it gives you a little extra in case your paper shifts. So now I just am going to go in half here. Half again.
That Martelli mat is so nice for cutting.
And then right down the center here. And now I have my triangle, a couple of them. And all I like to do is I will fold it back right like this. Peel it off. Give that a little press. The only thing I have to do is I take a little pair of scissors and trim off those dog ears, but that is all I have to do.
Perfect.
Perfect.
And you got 4 out of that.
I'll get 8 out of this.
Oh, 8. That's right. You're cutting them.
I'll get 8 out of all of those. So I was working with the 1.5 inch finished. I made 16 1.5 inch finished half square triangles for a block. It took me about 5 minutes.
That's nice.
So you don't have to use a block lock or anything?
Don't have to use a block lock or anything. So if you have a project where you're just making lots and lots and lots and lots of half square triangles and they're all the same color, I cannot recommend this method anymore. It makes those half square triangles so much easier. So easy and so fun.
Good.
So triangles on a roll. Look for the size that you need for your next quilt project.
Good job, Jess.
Thank you.
So while Jess was doing that, I went and got some new fabric. You want to see some new fabric?
Give us some thumbs up if you want to see some fabric.
Fabric. So this is a new line from...
Anyway.
This is a new line by Northcott, and it has a beautiful panel, but this is a nice traditional Christmas. There's a lot of different designs here that, wouldn't that be nice for fussy cut? I put it up on the board.
Oh, there we go.
I cut one out. Yep. I was working. I hope I wasn't rattling all kinds of cellophane, but with my microphone on. Some candy canes and holly. Here's a blue motif. So cute.
I love this one.
I do too.
There's your binding.
There's your binding.
Yep.
Candy canes.
Candy canes. Here's some more mistletoe and holly. And a nice white on white.
Everybody likes a white on white snowflake, right?
It has snowflakes too.
Yeah. It's very, very cute.
Another.
I don't think this is in the system yet.
Not yet. No.
We'll get it today.
And
here it is in
red.
So pretty. And then we have a bolt of Santa Clauses. And he is right here. So how easy would he be to incorporate into a panel quilt?
Oh, yeah.
It's so cute. So Christmas is rolling in.
I don't want to think about it already, but
Especially
when you're sewing, you have to
yeah.
think 6 months ahead.
Yep, you do.
ideally.
And not be last minute.
Yeah, it's nice when you can get it done ahead of time. Maybe make some gifts. I'm looking at this going, oh, my daughter will be married. She'll need some Christmas things in her new home. So
Very cute.
very, very cute.
Yep.
Yeah,
and how is your block of the month going, Connie?
Beautifully. I just finished up this month's blocks. Yesterday, I got finished the sewing one. It was so easy. I'm just like,
It's such a pretty, it's a pretty quilt, and it's nice because we have a lot of beginners in it too.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the Stars in the Garden block of the month, which is way over yonder into the next room. I guess I'm having trouble zooming. There we go. There it is.
And my blocks.
Yeah. And they're getting kind of covered because we have other stuff
Yep,
hanging,
we
but
do.
we'll make sure
bring
we.
in my other ones, so put up.
Oh, look at that. We changed. No, it just, I don't know. It's going weird on us now. Okay.
You touch the camera. You're
I
not
don't
the camera
know.
girl today.
Yeah, rotate your phone. Okay, well, this is probably a good time. Looks like Jess is walking vertically. But anyway, we'll say goodbye for now. There we go.
There we go.
It went back. Facebook is crazy.
It can be. Yes.
So thanks for tuning in. Goodbye from Pam, Jess, and Connie, and we'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.